In this lesson, you will learn how to calculate the volume of a cylinder. Here we have a cylinder. This cylinder is a 3D object, and it is also a prism. It has two parallel faces. One face is the circular face up here, the other face is this circular face down here, and these two are parallel, and it has a third rectangular face. If you imagine we were to cut this cylinder open and flatten it out, we would have two circles and one rectangle. So you can say that this cylinder is in fact a prism. Now this is important when we think about the volume of the cylinder, because the volume of the cylinder is going to be the same as the volume of any other prism. So the formula for the volume of a prism equals the base area multiplied by the height. So let's take a look at the base of this cylinder. Here, this is the base, and it is a circle. In a previous video, we discussed the area of a circle. We said that the area of a circle, so area, is equal to pi times the radius squared. So when we think about the volume of a cylinder, the volume of the cylinder is going to equal, now the base area, and in this case again, is pi r squared, so pi times radius squared times the height. Now we can clean this up a little bit. I don't really like using an x for multiplication here because x could be confused as a variable in this formula. So let's rewrite this to say volume equals pi times radius squared times the height. And we'll draw a green box around this so it stands out as another formula that you need to know in this unit. Volume equals pi r squared h. Let's use this now in an example. So here we have an example where we have a can of baked beans. This can of baked beans has a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 12 centimeters. And we want to find out what the volume of this cylinder is, or how much space this cylinder occupies. As always, when we're working with a formula, we need to start by writing the formula. So our formula is volume equals pi r squared h. We'll show all our work when we're doing this example. So let's start by substituting our values in for these variables. So pi is 3.14 times the radius, and the radius in the question is 5 centimeters. So 5 centimeters, and that needs to be squared, times the height, which is 12 centimeters. So 12 centimeters. On the next line, we'll show our work. Now for this question, because we have radius squared here, we need to do BEDMAS and follow the rules of the order of operations. Also, you might remember that 5 centimeters squared, or 5 squared, is equal to 5 times 5. There's two different ways to look at this, but essentially 5 squared, we are multiplying 5 times 5. So going back to the question, 5 times 5 is 25. We're not doing anything yet with pi, so 3.14 we're right here. We do know again 5 times 5 is 25, so 25 centimeters squared, because we squared everything there, times 12 centimeters, because we have not done any multiplication involving the 12 yet. On this line, we will now multiply 3.14 times 25 centimeters squared times 12 centimeters. We can use the calculator to do this. So we'll do 3.14 times 25 times 12 equals 942. So volume equals 942 centimeters. Now we're thinking of our units for volume. If we look back to the previous step, we had centimeters squared multiplied by another centimeters. So we have centimeters, and volume is always cubed. So in this case, we have 942 centimeters cubed for the volume. You can download the PDF version of this note on our class website. Thank you for watching.